We've been talking about dance songs, like songs that remixes. Finally, we get to a song that's an actual dance song. This is Susie and the Banshees, "City and Dust." I'm sure you must have played this at the Limelight and the Ritz and all these places, right?
It's my favorite Siouxsie song, to be honest, and I have like 3 remixes of it. The remixes are actually really cool. The bands used to tell me that the fun in the studio is doing the longer version. The angst was getting to the 3-minute and 40-second version that radio would play, right? And
Yeah.
so in a case of Cities and Dust, the remix is really, I mean, what Budgie does with the drums is really, really cool, and he stretches it out. It's what I think their best dance song. It's my favorite song from Siouxsie and the Banshees. I mean, it was from their 7th album, Tinderbox, and it's all about what happened to Pompeii right after the volcano blew up in 79 AD and everything. Though I think there's some references to cocaine and things like that in there too.
Sure.
Cities and
An
Dust,
80s song.
80s song, you know, decadence and all that stuff. But I love the song. I've always played it in the clubs. I always get a lot of requests for it. You know, we think in beats per minute, and I think it's somewhere around 106 beats per minute. So, because we were using vinyl, right? So I would always put things in beats per minute. So I would have some kind of feel or flow of how to build the dance floor up when you got to New Water Blue Monday at 132 beats per minute, right? That's a little secret of DJs. Today they use hard drives, right? And in those days, vinyl. So I still have my 12-inch version of Cities and Dust from Siouxsie and the Banshees, one of the greatest songs ever.
I have to agree with you. And it's hard to, you just said this is their 7th album.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to imagine by 1985. I mean, I know she's been around for a long, long time, but and even before Siouxsie.
Well, think about it. You know, when she was in London, she was best friends with Billy Idol kind of growing up. And a little secret about Billy Idol, I didn't know until he played the Jones Beach Theater on Long Island. He said on stage, and it had to be over 10 years ago, he said, "It's great to be home on Long Island." I'm like, home on Long Island? And it ended up, he did live in Patchogue, New York for about 2 to 3 years on the South Shore of Long Island because his dad moved the family from England to Patchogue and then back to England. But Billy and Siouxsie were best friends, you know, during that, as the punk scene was really starting to take off. So, you know, it was all in the family. And yeah, Siouxsie Sue, she's great. I love her voice. I did an in-store with her once, a record store in-store. She can seem a little aloof, a little standoffish, but I've always found her to be pretty down to earth. And, you know, the band has always been great. And we always supported them.
Yeah, that's how we want our Susie, to be aloof and just a little mysterious. And like, I don't want her to be open and just kind of vivacious, a little cheerleader. I don't want.
Well, we also know aloof now as shy. It could be shy. We didn't think about that then, but aloof is also sometimes because someone is shy.
I prefer for my Susie, I want her aloof. I don't. She's not shy. She's doing this because this is who she is. I'd like.
Well, I think in that goth vein, right? Because you have like Sisters of Mercy, you have like the whole goth scene, and it's always been a rather dark place. So to sometimes be, and they've been very experimental as a band, if you think about it, and they were ahead of their time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wish, you know, the Banshees are no longer together that I know about, but I wish I could see them again in concert because they were always a great live band. And Cities and Dust, fan favorite. I think it's top of the pops to me. It's number 1. And on the dance floor, that's a song that always goes over big at 106 beats per minute.